raw piece of property, that is what you want. There is progress. Welcome to Behind the Bricks. This is building 2 of our 203K project. And today I am standing in the back of building 1 and looking at the demolition of the floors in building 2. And I want to tell you a little bit about what's been happening for the last 12 months. So if you guys remember correctly, I bought the building in June 2023. We are now on June 5th of 2024. And there was a plethora of things that took place. I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in my mind right now as I see the debris being building and collecting on the ground. And the first thing is that I have to say that I'm quite humbled at this point, because I learned so much over this last 12 months. A lot about architecture, general contractors, and why it's so vital to hire the right team, and what takes place when you hire the wrong team. And I am not a person who dwells. I don't dwell on negativity. I always find the positive in it. So the positive that came out of this situation is that I learned how the city actually works with a raw piece of property, and in this case, the back building was a full gut rehab. So if you guys go back to the very first video of where I showed you the whole layout of both buildings, you'll see we had to have architectural plans that end up having to change. The city saw codes and saw things that were not on the actual blueprints that were created by the architect. So we originally were under the impression that we weren't going to need stairs on that back building. But at this point, we have heard from the city that we need stairs. That is an unforeseen issue, as well as it costs more money, adds more money to the bottom line of the budget. But we'll dig more into that as everything unfolds. But the biggest thing is that there is progress, and staying positive and staying abreast of what's going on is how I was able to get through these 12 months. As the city finally received the architectural plans, it was the first of the year, and everyone knows you had the holiday. From there, the city required 4 different revisions. And during that time, the architect had to revise documentation. He had to revise structural beams. He had to revise wall placement, as well as give a detailed explanation to the city about the current state of the building, because it wasn't giving them the full picture of what we had presently. Because currently there's just a shell. There's a shell of a building with a lot of demo that had already been completed. So when the city had the opportunity to look at all of that, they said this needs to be revised, this needs to be revised, things that needed to be added. Hey, that is what you want. You want to know up front what they're looking for, because at the end of the day, if you're going to have to do is, you rather know in the beginning than knowing at the end when you're already complete. So we plan to there will be several inspectors out, because this is a full gut. So all of the inspectors of us actually getting new build out, HVAC out, electrical, plumbing, and then you'll have a structural review. So those are all of the different departments that will come through the property through the next 3 to 4 months, which is what my general contractor is estimating of the time of completion. However, he can't control the city. You have chosen wisely. If you are looking to be a first-time investor and you are going to be living in the property, this ebook, Living There, Be Aware, is just right for you. I provide tips in here about selecting a realtor, selecting a loan officer, even give you checklists for hiring a GC as well as consultants. Everything you need to be well on your way to your first investment property. Don't let all of the information on the highway stop you from moving forward to building generational wealth, one property at a time. So keep on going, click that link, download your copy, and thank me later. Talk to you soon. So, takeaways. You want to make sure that you are a part of the process. Understanding what permits are, what an architectural plan is if you're doing a gut, when you need an architectural plan and when you don't. And yes, you want to get people that know each other. However, sometimes that can be a fault, because as everyone knows each other, everyone is covering for the other one's deficiencies. And that could be a good thing if everyone's deficiencies are not holding up your project. Because if you have one person who's deficient in something and someone is another person on the team that's very efficient in it, then they are counterbalancing each other's strengths and weaknesses. However, when you have a team that has dissension within it, it makes it very difficult to make sure that you are getting what you paid for when you paid for it each and every time. So there will be several videos where I'll be talking to HUD consultants, architects, as well as general contractors, lawyers, and real estate agents. I want you guys to have a full gambit, people who know what they're doing. You want to make sure that you have people who are abreast of how to complete your project. And at the end of the day, I want to say that with me learning so much, because either you win or you learn. I'm always winning or always learning. And in this opportunity, I learned a lot. So my next project will definitely go a lot smoother, because I know what questions now to ask in the beginning to not put myself behind. And let me know what you want to know about my hot Woodline 203K project. I'm here to help provide any guidance along the way. I want you guys to follow, like, comment, share. Let me know what you think. And until later, I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You.